Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio with the space exploration overhaul. So we spent some time yesterday expanding our factory a bit, getting our science new and set up. We're still on red-green science. We should be working towards the next science pack, but the first thing I want to do is start working on my mall. So we've been building things ad hoc as we need them. Instead, I want there to be like a large area where things are just ready and available for me. This is called a mall sometimes. I don't know why it's called that. Maybe it's supposed to look a bit like a strip mall or something, I don't know. But it is what in the community it has been known to be called. Let's expand this a little bit further. Oh, so that's what I'm talking about. I'm out of transport belts. I do already have those being built somewhere ad hoc though. But we want to have like a nice little place with a chest full of all the things I need to build my factory. At least at this tech level. We've been unlocking some new things that I haven't really gotten to large, haven't actually been using much because I need to have them in quantity before it's worth bothering with. Do I have any bricks on me? I do. Yep. There you go. So, this will be our mall. And basically we're just going to have we're going to have chains of things that are bounded by 2 sets of belts. So this will be our first belt. And right here. And we'll say this is going to be a combination of 2 things. Let's make it... I'm not even sure yet. Probably the most basic thing we can have would be like burners. So iron and single cylinder engines. Alright, and then anything we can build on that with just that alone, we can put on the right side here. But probably most things need something else. Like, well, a lot of this stuff we can actually just build with just that. But once we start needing electric motors, and what? Circuits? Should we do electric motors and circuits next? I like it. So there'll be a belt. So this will be a assembler, and then there'll be another belt over here. It seems very quiet to me. Is it just me, or is it actually quiet for everybody? I think maybe this is just a quiet part of the soundtrack. Anyway, so let's start. Let's see. Probably the first thing I'm going to want to build would be something I can't build, because this needs stone bricks also. So, how do I want to do that? The other thing would be stone bricks and steel. Maybe I should just have another stone brick and steel line right here. I like that. I like it. I don't even have steel on the bus. I have to go back and get it from the smelters. I apologize. I'm a little congested today. You might notice. Hopefully it's not that big an issue. Meteors. Up in the water. Can we see this one? I don't think so. It's outside of our range. I'm curious what happens when the area of destruction when a meteor hits. We'll know when it hits our factory, but I guess maybe I was hoping to get some advance warning. Probably don't need it though. So we're currently producing a fifth of a belt of steel, which is not enough, but will suffice for now. Not enough for prolonged production in science, but for some minor work here in terms of just building factories, that'll work fine. So we don't have assemblers. That's the main issue. We need to make burner assemblers right here. So that needs needs some engines, iron, and stone brick. And then this, to turn that into assembly machine 1s, needs gears, which I don't have on the bus. And then when we turn that on to these, we need motors and steel. How do I want to get the gears here? It needs a lot too. I guess we put something on this side and just bring it in like that. It will slow it down. Well, just one slot. I'll put a building right here, and this will go under it. It doesn't need anything else from here, right? No. You need something from there. And then this needs steel and motors. How many motors does it need? What's that ratio? 2? Let's go like this then. And instead of using those poles, let's use the new poles. We're just going to make them somewhere else. We're making our main power line right here. And don't let that fill up too much. We use a box instead of just putting a red inserter here so that we can take advantage of the speed increase. Which we don't have yet, but we'll have in the future. At least that's my thought. And make those faster, please, now that you have the ability to make yourself. Alright. That seems to make sense to do the more complex recipes first then, because we might need to do more like this. So... that's something for... I don't know, that's further down the line. What's something else like this that needs more complicated stuff? That needs pipe and... okay, we can't make those yet. Pipe and glass. These also need wheels. And so do these. Lots of things need wheels. I think we're going to see a common pattern here. Okay, but let's say that this is miners. And then we'll make the burners right here. And so we need to have this same pattern right here. We might shift these up and down as needed in order to make them a bit more out of the way. So that needs that, and these. And you need this. Looks good. We got our miners being built. Other things like that. Things I need in quantity. I suppose it'd be like maybe this too. Sure, pump jacks. That's a single recipe. I need two things over here. So it needs pipes and iron gear wheels. And then it needs steel and motors. Output right there. Lack of iron right now. It'll fill out though as things get more clear. Look at all this stuff. Oof. Get this out of here. Am I recording? I am. Good. Equipment gantry. So that's about adding things into equipment grids. Adaptive armor. Let's stick to what we know first. We'll learn about the new things later. Mining productivity. Okay, next thing. I just wanted to hover over each of these things so it goes away. Alright. Next machine. We have steel furnaces and stone furnaces, but those need stone. They're kind of awkward. Let's not put those here. We'll build them somewhere else. Don't need to build labs. Okay, so here this needs steel and copper, which we don't have as one of our things. So we're gonna have a whole steel copper area over here. And what else does it need? It needs iron. So iron and copper? Other things like that? Not much yet. Da 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 bum. Oh, we do have stone right here. I hadn't even realized. I guess we can build it. Bring a line down right next to this. Sure. Little awkward here because of that. Maybe swap this up. That's not gonna work. This is iron, right? Yeah. A little complicated, more than it needs to be. But it works. Make it pretty. Everything going in the right direction? This looks weird. No, that's fine. Yeah, looks good. Alright, so the first thing we said was the... we were talking about those stone furnaces. Which need regular furnaces. This isn't working. Why aren't you making stuff? You don't have enough iron. Okay, it would work once you get enough iron. In the future, this won't be a problem because, like, we'll already have a full box here, and so that won't take any iron, and this won't take any iron because we have a full box here. It doesn't need to. These are one-time things. They don't need to be fully logistics. Yep. Sure. Make more of those. Why not? That's enough, and that turns into that, which needs steel and brick. Alright. And then the other thing we said that needed just iron and copper were these poles, which need small poles. So an iron stick, so both an iron stick and a copper cable. That's annoying. So we'll have to do something like we did over here. Can I do it for both? Like this. So this would be small, this would be large. What's the larger quantity? It's probably the cable. Yeah, cable. No, I should do the opposite. What am I thinking? The sticks in the middle. There we go. And then cable on both sides. That's not that nice, but it'll work. I think it'll work. Though we might have some trouble getting the power on over there. This probably doesn't need to pull in twice. Can you reach through that? Yes. Alright, this also needs the poles and steel. And you're good. Oh, we need to bring this back too. Huh. Power's turning out to be a real issue here. I guess we could hop over this to make that work. But this needs... I need to have a box there. But then where does that get... Where does this thing get its... Maybe I didn't plan this well. You know what? Let's rethink this entire thing. So instead of having both of their components on the other side, let's only do one of their components on the other side. So we'll make the wire local. Into that, into that, into that. These are both wire. Not that. That, no, that was the wrong thing. And we can have this output right there. Not right there. Right there. That goes down. This goes up. Down. You. Okay. And then we'll go across here for the poles. And it just made me think I probably should have just belted the wire, or the poles, maybe, not the wire. You never belt wire, but that's fine. We can make it work. You need steel from right there. I should do this the opposite direction. So, have this output like that. And now we avoid the center space issue because we have these separated out by one. Looks good. There. Other things. We got that. We got that. We can't do this yet because we don't have glass on the belt. Do I want to change that? Because I'm going to need a bunch of chemical plants. didn't really leave a lot of room to fix it. We could build it in place. I guess. It'd be easier if we had power over here, but we don't. Or not power, like fuel. Hey, do I have any of these ready? I have a ton of them ready. We could supply them by hand just for a little bit. Just use some coal for now. This is not a good solution, but we don't need it in large quantities anyway, so it should work. What do you need? You need stone, electric, pipe, and steel. So let's put the pipe over here. Or we could do it right below it, I guess. Maybe this was pointless. Yeah, let's not keep things complicated. Let's keep it simple. This does need to output though. Into a box. And this will work until it runs out of coal, which it won't do that fast. We're only consuming a little tiny bit of glass for one thing. How is that? Anything more I want to put on our mall for now? I mean, solar power would be the obvious other thing, or electric stuff, or not electric stuff. What am I saying? Military stuff. Like maybe I should put gun turrets or radars. I think I will put gun turrets. So that's iron and single cylinder. So we can do that way over here. And I can even borrow some of this production. Nope, not radar. Takes a long time, so we'll just let them build pretty for a while. Alright. Piercing rounds? It would make sense. Where do I need to build that? I know we still need to do the basics, like we need inserters and belts, but I'm trying to figure out the weird stuff first, and then we can do the easy stuff anywhere. So, that needs iron, that needs copper and steel. So it has to be over here. It doesn't need... it does need steel. Okay. It needs steel. What am I doing, Michael? Pay attention to the words you say. In fact, let's make that a bit larger. Meteor. Out here. Not our problem. We're starting to see the surrounding area. We've got our outside of our pollution cloud down to the south, but not in the north. Let's put some more radar towers up there so we can actually see when we're gonna get attacked. How's power? We're fine. And of course, as usual, I am walking out of my base to explore in the middle of the night, so I can't see anything. As per usual. Looks like copper's having some trouble now that we actually started using it. Stone also a bit. We have these large patches of stone and copper to tap into, but we might want to spend some time down here just trying to get it cleaned up a little bit. Those initial little patches that kept us alive and helped us bootstrap our way up. Yeah, this area isn't as forested, so that's why we're seeing more pollution going north than south. Not as much trees. Or as many trees. Fewer trees? Is that the right way to put that? Trees are countable objects, so you don't have less trees, you have fewer. This is a weird looking structure. I mean, it's like on a little star. Got some coal up there. More iron. Plenty of resources. It's a rich map. Even locally. We just have to deal with the increased recipes. The increased complexity of recipes. And then we'll be good. Yeah, these all finished. Good. Oh, I remember I wanted to see if we're actually consuming less fuel. I forgot about that. So we were looking at, because we switched to water power. So where's my fuel? Should be one of the more common things. There it is. Not that. That. So compared to before, I mean, it's not really obvious where the point is. Where these ran out. Maybe we can figure that out also by adding steam on here. So where's steam show up? I mean, really, any of this stuff. So at hour 42 is when we made the changeover. So this is 10 hours ago. I need to... Did I read that wrong? Was it 4.2? It might have been. Production. Fluid. It was 42 minutes ago. Well. 42 minutes ago we had this spike where we switched over. Is it lower before than after? I'd say it's on a downward trend. But on a 10-hour scale? It's barely noticeable. It should go up. It should continue to go up anyway, because we keep on adding factory. Oh well, never mind. I'm betting our pollution went down. That might be something. Can we see that? Yeah, at the 42-hour mark, I think we did end up having pollution go down. This is interesting. Pollution absorbed by trees and trees. Tiles? I have never seen this screen before. I never looked at it. But yeah, the big thing is we used to be powering it by these, and now we're powering up by these. About right at the 42-minute mark, that's where it switched over. And half an hour ago, it just finally finished. So right around here is where we see a decrease in our pollution absorbed by damaging trees. Good. That was the point. Sorry, I don't know why I'm belaboring this. I just wanted to make sure that what I did had some value. So yes, thank you for the validation game. You are out of copper. I know we need to add belts and arms inserters. I'll do that soon. I just want to fix this copper situation first. There's always just one more thing to fix first, you know? Always. So this is a makeshift fix. I hate leaving items on the ground like that. So annoying. Really what we have to do is go and take that new patch to the southeast. But we can just get a little more value out of here first. Alright. Let's do the same thing with stone. We should probably do it with iron too. Which is not my habit. Normally, if in this sort of a game like this, I would let these rot, kind of like as a monument to where we began. I just moved to a new patch. But, you know, there's enemies out there. You gotta be careful these days. You never know what you might find. Don't do that. Don't leave items on the ground. I hate that. Like this. I'm just gonna leave that there for a long time, probably. Just let it rot, and it will stand as something we can look back on when we say, "Oh yes, remember back when that was our science lab." Back in the good old days when things were still fresh and new, and now we're all jaded and running around in space. It seems like they tend to fall right on the outskirts, but not on my base. And I wonder if that's by design. Otherwise, we're just getting very lucky. This miner is being obstinate, deliberately standing in my way. It should show more respect to the factory owner. Couple patches not being mined, but they're just kind of complicated because they're right next to this stone one, so we'd have to rearrange around that. It's fine, it's not a big deal. Okay. Let's go finish our mall. And of course, I'm moving out across the map in the darkness, as is my usual tendency. Which is stupid, because we can make lights now, right? They need glass, of course. Dum, bum, bum. Looks like we're short on red, of all things. But red's fully supplied, so it's really just our labs are being hungry. Good. That's what I've been waiting for. Now that we have these, I want to put them on our belt, on our bus, and slowly transition everything over to red. I could put rail, but I think these will need multi-cylinder engines anyway. I think we can wait for that. We'll build a second area. Cars, it's that kind of thing. Okay, go build batteries. Alright, so let's look at this. So these fast transport belts are basically transport belts with wheels. So it's pretty much the same recipe as the base game. It even needs circuits, the same as before. So you can build it all right off here. So if we want to start with fast splitters, that needs wheels. So let's see. I want wheels, fast splitter. Then regular splitter. Then transport belt. What's the quantity for that? It's a lot of them. I'll give it a double. And then this can output right there. I need more boxes. There's a lot of red-green research, so it does keep us going for a bit. And I'll put an intermediate one here too. For replacement. Alright. And then the other side, something very similar, I imagine. We want the undergrounds. So wheels, underground, above ground, belt. Not above ground, yellow of underground. Don't build all that manually. Dum bum ba da dum. Da 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 da. We can output an intermediate on this side. This one's a lot simpler. It just needs plates. Alright, and the actual belts just need wheels. What am I doing? I need wheels, I said. Alright, do we have anything being made because of lack of iron? It's all... This is starting to work. Okay, so you're making... You've made a few of these already. Once these get down to here... Ah, no, that's not going to work because I need more. I need to grab from here. Alright, so slowly, over time, that will fill up. The remaining thing we need are the various inserters. And they need a lot of things. They need sticks, plates, they need single cylinders, motors. Just looking ahead, what do these need? They need advanced. Okay, but not glass. So a lot of this stuff. But there's not going to be any iron on that anymore. That's full. That's going to be empty. We have iron again over here. Could we build it here? We don't have these. But we can get those. We never needed both of the sides of this to be stone. We should have made it not both sides to begin with. Is that a fuel? No, it's got plenty of fuel. Plenty of glass. We just don't need to use it. Which is fine. What was I saying earlier I needed glass for? And I wasn't able to build it? I don't remember. Solar panels? Yeah, solar panels. But that's gonna need glass in large quantities. Let's wait on that for now. Pollution cloud, we're almost seeing the edges of it. There's a big thing of iron, of oil down here. That might be our next goal. I don't see a lot of oil anywhere else. Okay. So now we have this here, and we can go ahead and make these different various inserters. So burner, yellow. Maybe I should do it backwards. So blue, yellow, burner. Then burner, sorry, then another yellow. Red. Now all of these are gonna need, which ones of these need sticks? You don't, you don't, you do. And you do. So these two need sticks. Ooh, okay, wait a minute. Can we actually see this one? I think it already landed and caused that damage. That's as close to our factory as we've seen one land. It's exciting. So we'll build the sticks out here and walk them across like we do. More meteors, wow. Those came pretty fast. Compared to like the time between the previous ones. What do I need that I'm not able to make the things I want? Just more iron. Oops, not that. Okay, starting up here, you need circuits. Yellows and plates. And we'll output right to there. And those are the ones we're going to need in the most quantity. You need burners and motors. You need sticks and engines. Okay. You need burners and engines. And you just need yellows. Looks good. It's a little distant from our bus where we're going to be walking by, but the roboports will handle it. And by the time we have roboports, we'll probably have to redo it all anyway. And we'll just, like, supply a bunch of things at the front and the bots handle where it goes. And this isn't too long for us to work around and get you back to the labs. Okay. Let's see. I suppose the next thing we should start working on is the next science pack. What else needs these? Like nothing else needs these. You. Okay. How are we doing on iron? Like, we don't actually have that much iron coming in. We got one belt full, but the other belt is not. But that's fine. Is this messed up? No, that's not even one belt full. This is stone. So yeah, iron is actually having some real troubles now. Okay, we can fix that. Should I replace these from burners? Probably at some point. None of them are undersupplied though. Although apparently this one is having some troubles. Why aren't you pulling in the right thing? I think we might just need to delete that one and pull it back in again. Well, once we have enough reds, we can go ahead and start. Only 7 so far. We'll just wait for a bit. It's fine. Well, I can go and replace some of it now. Sure. Gotta spend iron to make iron. Yep. Close that too quickly. So these produce at twice the rate. Unfortunately, we numbered them such that, or we added the amounts of them so that one half belt of these things of iron ore would be perfectly smelted. So we need to get more ore. In order to do that, we need to pull it in at a faster rate. We have it here, we just need to probably steal some from our steel production. This takes forever. There. While that's going on, what should we plan on next? And as soon as we get down here, then the belts will be able to carry it. Because we already have a splitter here with 2. We'll need a red splitter. And an underground, which I could have just grabbed from home, but I didn't. And another red splitter right there. See, these are all out of supply, except for these that are full, so they can't even grab more. Because we're not pulling in enough. So probably we'll need another red splitter up here. Or two. Yeah, two. I'll tell it to prefer going left. Or even without a preference, it will still mostly go to the left, as long as this is sucking it in at a decent rate. Alright, and technically we don't even need to be red the entire duration. We just need to be red during the second half. Same way on these input belts, it would just need to be red from there to about there, and then it's the belts are already slow enough that it doesn't need more logistics. But never mind, we're going to just keep it simple and all that. I would love to have a car to misplace. So it doesn't matter how fast things are up here until we can use that speed down here. I'm not sure that these burners would keep up with it. I'm pretty sure they're not efficient at keeping up with it. So we probably should switch them out eventually. But this is fine for now. Alright, we'll come back and finish up this up. We need to have a bit more here, and we need that much to be red. But we've improved our output, and that should make it easier for our mall to actually supply ourselves. Next science pack. That is going to be military science. So, let's make up a pattern for them. Again, we want to make 1 per second, but we're going to make them out of assembling machine 2s. Actually, no, let's make assembling machine 1s, and that way when we upgrade our other science to assembling machine 2s, then it'll also maintain the ratio. As long as the belts aren't oversupplied, or are over capacity. So that needs 10, and it needs the better piercing rounds, which need steel, copper, and regular firearm magazines. And grenades, which just is basic. Yeah, these are very simple recipes. It looks like this is unchanged from the base game. So we're gonna have grenades feeding directly into the assembly, the gray, and then a 1 to 3. Probably we'll do a 2 to 3 ratio, 2 to 4 to make that work. And then just one of these. It should be simple. One thing is we don't have coal on the belt. We said we were going to put it right here. That didn't help. We're not quite ready to transition over to red everything. These are not filling up fast enough. But once they do, I don't even have any right here. None of this iron is getting down past these yet. Once we have a good, I don't know, 1,000 or so red undergrounds, red belts, then we can start. Ooh. In our cloud, but not in our base. And now we can see our full cloud. That makes me feel so much safer. Now we want to see the nearest enemy bases around here, which should be a few. Like I said, we turned off expansion, so that buyers aren't getting closer to us all the time. But as we expand, we'll need to go and wipe them out in each territory. And all of that only applies to this planet. Eventually, we're going to be on other planets and have to deal with other problems. It's possible we'll need 2 cool things in the future if we choose to build our plastic on the bus, but for now we don't. We just need to grab some coal. Oh. Did I make this wider than this? It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're the same, but by steps, apparently it is. That's not a good plan. Let's bring this back here. Completely messing up our road, but that's fine. Can do some pruning here as these have run out of resources. I could just grab this bit and make it into a new line, but we don't need it yet. We don't need that much. We can just steal some from here. These are about a bit over a third, 350 of 900, so we're still good. We're going fine with them. Alright, let's leave some room. Oh, for the want of bots to do these simple tasks for me. So this is the final goal right here. Let's move it a little bit over. They'll be making military. And they need to have another set of grenades being built directly next to them. That seems safe, right? You build the grenades right next to your science lab. Or not your lab, I guess where you're building complex munitions, I suppose, makes more sense. But that takes away from what I was saying. So never mind. What am I looking for? I need more of these. Grenades. What's this? Stack filter inserter. That just goes there. Inserter capacity bonus. That's what we want. That will speed everything up. What am I looking for? I was looking for grenades on this list. And we need to bring another line here, which will hold the other two bits, the walls and the piercing rounds. So let's just plan on that coming around here like this, and we'll figure out a way to build that. This is going to need coal and iron, so that's coal and iron right here. Maybe leave some room for this. Did that slightly wrong, but that's fine. Yeah, it only needs 2.5 per second total, so that should be fine. And this is only 5, and it can hold 7.5, so that should work. Am I right? Am I thinking about that right? Needs 10 coal every 8 seconds, isn't it? Yeah, 8 seconds in a machine that's speed 0.75, right? Probably works out. Okay, and so that's our grenades. We think we're gonna have misting underground belts. Didn't I build a mall to solve this problem for me? We're starting to see a few reds appear as they get slowly past this. Yeah, this filled up. Good. This is almost filled up. Let's limit that for now. And then that will let us start building the belts. Okay, we got grenades. No. These do need iron, so we can just steal some iron. Off of this. But it also needs copper and... Do I like this? I think I don't like this. I think I should probably have it one further over. So this should be coming down. And this will go up. So this is these. I suppose these can be a little closer together to emphasize what's going on. That's that. These are long crafting. No, it's 1 second, so we should double up these. No, I did it wrong. I'm doing it backwards. It's we need these to be in quantity. Right? Yeah, it's 1 to 3. So. What was that noise? That was just in game. Never mind. Thought that might have been something in my house. Mysterious knocking sound. Is anybody here? Can you show yourself? How old are you? How terrifying it would be if someone said, if you suddenly hear, old. What am I doing? I'm saying I need to get things here. So, this is going to be like that, that, up we go, up we go. And this is steel and copper. We'll put the copper on this belt just because it's a little easier to deal with. Is it? Maybe not. Maybe it'd be easier to deal with it back here. I think so. But then the coal's a little messy to deal with. Neither one of these is that nice. Did I just hear writing? You better be joking with me. Okay, what did I say I needed? Steel? Yeah, steel. Why is this so that right side? Because that's the one we've actually put the we're not balancing, and we didn't put red belts on the other side. That's fine. We should probably put a balancer at the end of that, though. I hadn't thought about that. Alright, steel and copper. Alright, and now the walls, which we can get away with just having a single factory. But I don't believe it. I'm going to do two. And we'll use this as a buffer area too. How many are produced at a time? It's one wall per time. Looks good. Why isn't it working? Work! It is. It just takes time. It's a long recipe. First military science pack! 6 hours in. That's pretty grim. That's pretty grim, I gotta tell you. Like normally in a base game, what, you get your first red at 5 minutes, your first green at like 15, and your first gray at easily within a half hour. Oil takes some time. Oil takes some time to set up, but I feel like we're going quite slow. But that's fine. We're not very practiced at this. We'll build a set of blue over here on this side too at some point. I was going to make lights. That was what I was going to make with it, but I didn't have glass. Where can I steal some? There. And need copper wire. And iron plates. One thing that takes a while to get used to is you can just blatantly steal from your factory in order to build your ad hoc things, rather than trying to build the intermediate properties by hand. Something to get used to. Okay, what am I doing? I wanted to grab some more of these. And actually get that furnace area set up right. Oh, and let's get this done. It sure does seem like we're producing a few of these. I keep on thinking we should be producing more. Let me just double this up and let's see. Or not double, just increase the speed a little bit and see if I can help populate that belt a bit better. Alright. So like I said, we don't need it all the way to the end. We just need it early on. There we go. Now we just need more ore coming in. And this is a very expensive way of making that happen. I should just run another yellow belt. Concrete. Pave the world. I'm not using this coal for anything anymore, am I? I suppose not. We really are starting to have trouble with copper. We're gonna need to take up that copper patch soon. Because this is almost mined out. Power is starting to get more of an issue. We're above half. 475 of 900. So that might need to expand at some point. Coal still looks good from down here. Yeah. Alright, I think that's decent enough for now. So what did we do today? We built a mall. It didn't turn out very good. It's kind of ugly looking mall because we didn't build. It makes me think I really probably should have belted wheels just to make it easier. It would take up less space. But in a way, that prevents the mall from consuming too much iron at once. Because it all has to be built locally and it all needs to be shipped in locally. So it's not going to get in the way of the science as much. That's my justification for not building wheels on the bus. Anyway, so we built a nice mall. We built gray science, so we haven't looked it up yet. We greatly improved our mining of the basic area, and we improved our iron smelting. We also got some more radars. So next time I think we're going to try to work on getting blue science. That's going to be need crude oil. Okay, well that's the plan. Let's lay out some lights though before we finish the episode. Just to make the world a bit of a brighter place. There we go. Our factory is now lit. It's amazing. For now. We'll have to remember if we can keep that up. Although in practice, we'll probably just get night vision goggles and not care anymore. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Until next time.